Hello there everyone, welcome back to some more Divinity Original Sin. In the last episode what we did was we did a lot of story, a lot of lore was found. And now we're going to actually progress and do some battles. I've changed my formation so we all walk in a straight line behind each other. That can actually help a lot with certain things. I'm going to move this down here so I can actually see how long I've been recording for. Good. And he said it's dangerous when you go outside. He's not joking. There's literally enemies as soon as you leave.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Should probably change my... I want to make my actual thing like that. So we all move in a square. Can I shoot you from here? I have a 43% chance to hit him from there. Or I could just do nothing for now and save all these points. I'll let them come to me, you know? Like, what's the harm in that? First thing you should always do is haste yourself, though, as a general rule, because it's useful. And let's move over here. Let's let them come to us. And we'll move Tio forward a little bit, so he can battering ram next turn. These guys are just 3 enemies. How hard could they possibly be? They're all level 3, but I don't think they're going to pose too much of a threat. Now then. First things first, we're going to use this, which bounces to all 3, hopefully. Like that. There we go. So that's 10 damage each. Not a huge amount of damage, but it's better than nothing. 73% chance of hitting this guy. Another 10. And another 10 again. There we go. You can also treat poison with Bear Daughter, so that's good. Now, let's use a bit of the old laceration, I'm thinking. I can move right up next to them and do lacerate. He's a skeleton, so he's immune to bleeding because they have no blood. But the damage is good, so that's why I do it. You can also send this guy backwards, like here, and actually hurt his mate at the same time. They crush each other, you see. That's a teleport spell. I can move them far enough away so that I can actually do good shit to them. And then cast a spell and do 33 damage magical to them. Now we can use... Let's see if we can hit all 3, yeah. Use Battering Ram and knock them all down. I could use Crushing Fist to attack them again, but I've also got Bully active, so I can just sort of conk and crack the fucking armor open with a massive, mighty swing. Bolt-stricken zombies. Oh, okay, so these are the enemies that are new. They've appeared. They are not on normal mode. I was expecting new enemies in every single fight, basically. And this is so far proven to be true. That there are new enemies every fight. That's fine. I like enemies that actually pose a threat. Now, when these guys are knocked down, I can't miss, so it's much better with Bear Daughter to hit these guys, because right now her chance to hit isn't actually that good with normal strikes. I said no. I don't know why I was saying it like that, but that's okay. Let's jump to these guys. You are stunned, aren't you? And then hit this guy. He'll die. Go smack. As for you guys, Blitzbolt isn't going to do anything because they're all electrified anyway. So I guess I might as well try and freeze them. I'll freeze this one. Wet makes it easier to freeze enemies. And when they're frozen, they can't do anything. They literally can't move. Although they have increased resistance when they're frozen. Neat little thing. Could also just knock this guy down. I can either knock this one down or kill this one. Thinking I'm going to kill him instead. Dead enemies are much better than low health enemies. Unfortunately, I'm diseased. Disease spreads between enemies, and it lowers your constitution and bodybuilding, so you have less HP and less resistance to all other status effects. It's not good, in case you couldn't tell. See, I'm likely to miss. That's the problem. One of the problems. I stunned myself, but I did a lot of damage to him. You take what I can get, I guess. He's frozen for another turn yet, so I don't have to worry about him. I can also heal LTO if I move a bit closer. How much closer can I get? One step closer? Yeah. I can't anymore because I moved too far, but that's okay. In the meantime, Dio, I guess you can just encourage us all. We shall become encouraged. And then we can move over here towards this zombie I actually want to hit. So now Joby's diseased too. And I'm stunned. Ow. Ow. That had me for 60 damage. Okay, so these bolt-stricken zombies seem to be actually the most dangerous. So I need to load and do something about that. And I have a plan. So first of all, let's change our order again. What a deluge! We're going to move our order up to the top like this. Tio needs to be second. There we go. That's fine. So these guys are going to come towards us. This time what we're going to do is we're going to get these guards involved. By running all the way back and letting them take a bit of the damage while we stay here and just sort of absorb HP and EXP, I mean. So like this. Here we go. So we're going to stay here, and they're going to have to run towards us, because they will. And as soon as the enemies get into the aggro range of the soldiers now in our fight. And here they come. Now this is only something I can do a certain amount of times before the soldiers actually start to, die. But in the meantime, why not do it? Seems like a fairly smart idea, right? Or at least not the worst idea you've ever heard. Here's the Legionnaires. Knock that guy down, do a little bit of damage to him. And now we're all inspired. And here are the boltsmen as well. So now we've got basically 7 versus 5 is the current state of situation. But these bolt-stricken zombies seem very, very strong compared to these normal enemies, which aren't that strong. But the more enemies there are, the more XP I get. So I think I'm sort of weighing up my options about whether that's worth it or not. I think it's worth it. This goes to all nearby enemies, doesn't it? Yeah. So this should hit all of them. Or at least those 3. So this one hit that one, it went to here, but it wasn't far enough to get back over here. So that's why it didn't hit them. I'm going to try and hit that zombie. Or swordsman. Right, okay. If these are zombies, then healing's probably going to hurt them. Yeah. That's a much better idea. Let's do that. Healing hurts zombies. I didn't know why I don't think of that before. But that's an actually pretty good idea, because that'll hurt them every turn for not a small amount of damage. That's a technical term. Not a small amount of damage out of 10. Encourage gets rid of Inspire, but Encourage lasts longer. And it also gives it those guys, so I don't mind. And save the XP. Right. Now he's burned. You have fireballs? The fuck? Legionnaire? Since when did you have fireballs? As soon as these Legionnaires... okay, so they've started to go in. That means I need to now actually go and help them, because they'll just die, and I don't want them to die. Because if I want to use them in any other fights, they need to live. Because once enemies are dead in this game, they're permanently dead. And will stay dead forever. It's not a joke. Enemies in this game do not fuck about. They are very, very strong. Oh shit. Well, that's a waste of a move. Oh well. Let's go... Let's use the old... I don't want to use Bolt because they're immune to Bolt. Let's get a bit closer and try and lacerate the shit out of it. Zombies do have blood, by the way. So they can bleed. But he's dead. That's good. Let's go and stab this guy a bit. Stabby, stabby. No stun, unfortunately. That's okay. Taking 38 damage, so I can hit you with this. And you'll do a lot of damage. That'll almost kill him. And then I could try and freeze him. Or I could try and... Nah, shocking's not going to work. So freezing's the only real option I have. Right, so he's out of the combat now. Basically. He'll die as soon as we get a chance to kill him. what that boils down to. Can move over here, like this. Knock that guy down. He's knocked down. And then, I guess I can just attack this guy. I was going to hit the armor decapitate, but changed my mind. In fact, what I can do instead is move away from the combat completely. So when they get up, he doesn't just come and smite me in the face and kill me. Oh, so he's dead. You hit them and both got stunned. But while they're stunned, they aren't going to, you know, get themselves killed. So I take it. In the meantime, let's shoot this zombie because he can't evade it. And now we can actually start doing some of this shocking ourselves. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but that's okay.
Nimble as a fox.
Nimble as a fox. We can also start doing some actual damage to the zombie now, because he's not immune to any of this shit. But I want to get the armored decapitator out there, really, and move him onto the zombie and hurt him. So that's a good damage on both of them. That's a good damage. Is those words? I think that's words. Right, smack.
How could that happen?
Oh! Tio, please. That's how you get hit. Get hit like a champion. Ow. Okay, Legionnaire. Legionnaire's fine. These Legionnaires will also be fine eventually. They aren't fine now, but they will be fine. Ugh. You need to stop doing that. There you go. Attack the zombie. Thank you.
Sweet relief.
Okay, now I guess I'm just gonna go toe to toe with this guy and boost Tio.
I infuse you with power.
Get boosted, El Tio, and get stabbed, fucko. Okay. What to do? What to do? Who's in the most danger of dying? Honestly, Joey is. I get killed every fight if I don't do something about it, so I need to do something about it. Tio is not likely to die, really. In the great scheme of things, Tio's probably the least likely to die. He's a strong boy with much love. And we get inspired again. Okay. Tio's fine. Even if he gets hit, yeah, he got hit for like 80 damage, but he's still alive. He's loving it. The Legionnaire's diseased. But we ain't dead, so you take what you can get, really. There we go. That's that. Stunned people can't evade either, so we'll hit him for 10. Lacerate will come back at some point, but not yet. Okay, a few more damage points and I can kill them. He's alive again. He'll die. Right, goodbye. Can't use shocking touch because I'm not close enough, but I might be able to if I get real close, like this, on this guy. Wet also means they're more... I think wet might increase their likeliness to get stunned. I don't know for sure.
No glory in this death.
No glory in this death, son. You're fucking dead. And he's knocked down too. I'm glad I have the Legionnaires with me, to be honest. Battle over. Good job, team.
An invigorating fight that was. And what a killing blow you delivered.
Cheers. Yes, I handle myself like the best of the best, even if I do say so
Now,
myself.
I won't go that far. Especially not standing in the blast radius of your soon-to-burst vanity bubble.
Fuck you, Tio. Yeah, I deserve it. You put me in my place. You ain't that fucking great, Joey. Please. I healed myself like an idiot. See, that's why Joey's not so great. Right, Avatar Frost Scroll, some gold, a one-handed blackjack. That no one's going to use because it ain't any good. Antique cloth braces, and the Legionnaires are all alive. So we did good, team. We did good. We can't really do much more fighting than that though, because we are likely just going to die. So what we need to do is instead solve the mystery of Jake's death while we can. This is the Morticians, is it? I think so.
Return marks a victory, hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
Thank you. I do believe we will. This is the Mortician's house. The Mortician doesn't really like people snooping around his shit. But when you're invisible, you don't have to care about what people think. You just take what you want. Robert's ledger. That's what we want.
My eyes on the prize.
So we want to read Robert's ledger because he has something interesting to tell us. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't know how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Jake. What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
No one has any charisma. That's fine. We'll have to make do. Hello, Bobbits.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Well, what can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like.
Is that right?
I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About his body, though.
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Why do you suspect Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows.
I see.
It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement.
Okay.
Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that.
Fair enough.
And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
I see. About the bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body.
Gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Unless you'd like me to involve the Legion in that, I suggest you hand over the gold immediately, son. Shit. Oh well.
Do whatever you like. I'll deny it to my last breath, and not you or anyone else can prove otherwise.
Fuck. Well, no gold for me, but I'm just gonna take what I can get and be off with you. Cloaked in dusk. Yeah, see, if Robert sees you walking in this room, he's going to be quite upset with you. But if I just sort of wander in, get what I came for, and then leave again, no one needs to be any the wiser, right? And also I can do that, and it can switch to different perspectives too. So I need to go back downstairs now. Bye-bye. Right. Let's see. Beardor, do you have any skills in actual bow, or is it crossbow? It's bow you have. Okay, so the crossbow isn't any good. Unless I just want to give it to her and switch her up to crossbow. It depends how good it is. Ooh, shit, son. Ooh, girl. Girl. This is a very good weapon. Okay, well, I'll consider it. Depends how many skill points I get next level. I will consider it. You move here. Join Joey up. Thank you. Let's go. So now we all have leadership 2. If I give it to Tio, he'd have leadership 3. That actually might be a better idea. Do I need the extra HP? No, not really. Whereas Tio could use the extra HP because he's our tank. And we get leadership 3, which means we have a critical chance plus 3% as well. That sounds like a much better idea. Anyway, so we have a lead. Our lead on the case is that we think Evelyn might have had something to do with it because we're strangely happy about the fact that we were delivering a corpse. So I guess we should go tell Aureus about what we've seen. And that one of the obituary got paid off to hide the body and didn't report it. Because he's a dick. And since I didn't get the money, I'm going to backstab the shit out of him. If I'd have got the money back off of him, or half of it even, I would have said, you know what, leave it, it's all good. But, nah, I'm good. Boo, 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 bitty boo. He bought it on himself.
Those folks that embarrass a breach troll get to shine
I failed to apply haste on myself because my dexterity is low. I realised that's what it was, by the way. That my dexterity is so low that I just have 10% minus. Okay. Aureus, mate. I've got a lead.
You again.
There's someone Legion should arrest.
Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
We should arrest Robert the Mortician. Robert aided and abetted criminals and he should be arrested immediately.
Absolutely. Without his complicity, the body snatcher would have been caught immediately.
Shame
That's right.
to arrest a man who buried so many legionnaires with military honours, but so be it. I'll send out a chap to apprehend him forthwith.
And that gave us, did it give us a skill? Maybe it did. Altruistic, righteous, maybe it gave us another righteous. Them's the rules. It doesn't bother me at all. I have no, like, praying in my conscience about that. He's not a good person. Be willing to hide a body after a councillor got murdered just for a few hundred coin. I think it's like 300 gold coins. It was, it's not worth it. You don't sell your soul out like that.
Would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I need to speak to Esmeralda. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Or, I guess, widow.
Polite help.
We saw Evelyn speak as well.
What a strong and handsome officer.
But we want to see what's here. A two-handed splitting... Well, I mean...
Am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
I mean, well, here's what needs to happen. I need to just... Don't mind me. Scoobity beep pop, bibbity dop, bibbity bop, beep bobbity bop. I just sell them back. Oh shit! I'm overwhelmed.
My weary soul in these
That's okay.
trying and troubled times.
Trying and troubled times.
As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head shall be harmed.
I'm so heavy.
Lords above, grant me patience.
I just appeared in front of her.
You're a
Hello.
soldier, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Let's discuss your husband's murder, though.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed.
No, I don't think you did it.
Different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger, and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Oh dear. What about this place?
Well, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Sicile.
Sicile had the biggest economy in all of Andervale before all these recent troubles. We're all holding out hope that prosperity hasn't fled from
And what about the undead?
I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Sicile. Perhaps still is. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in a single night? And that's not even the worst of it. No, the worst is they keep coming back. An endless legion of the dead that even the legion of the living cannot subdue.
And who are
I am
you?
Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
I see. I've been told your husband collected something called Starstone. Care to elaborate?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Oh dear. Well, I'm sorry about that. I wish I could help you, but unfortunately, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I can't help you out when you won't help yourself, you know what I'm saying. Right, I want to buy one of these. Oh, Unbreakable's good. It will never ever break. What rings we got? Perception and movement. I can have 2 rings, so why not? And an air staff, although that changes my thing to air, and there's a lot of electric shit going on. I don't necessarily want that. I could sell, let's say 156. What's the most expensive thing? Both of them are kind of expensive. Let's sell these rings. I bet it's the fucking sheep's corpse, isn't it? No, something else is really heavy. What is it? Oh, the wooden shields are kind of heavy. I've got something that weighs a kilo or whatever. That's 6. It's a blackjack I don't need. Level 7. It's a really good sword, but I can't use it for a while, so I'm going to sell it. What else did I steal? Not even what else did I buy. What else did I steal from this poor woman? Here, take it. I had to give the wing up.
Be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Well, she will be like that, you know. She would be the first to plead her own innocence, wouldn't she? Well, at least Tio now gets the extra damage from the +2. Unless that wasn't what went up. Was it the willpower? Maybe it's the willpower. I don't know. Anyway, we can go upstairs now and get some shit. I don't know what's... Let's see what's weight. Oh yeah, I've got the corpse in my inventory. I didn't see it though. Guess I'm just an idiot. I could steal... Oh, I am going to steal these shits. But not for any reason besides the fact that I can. Don't mind me stealing all your shit. Doobity beep beep beep. Get their panties, it really stinks. Deebity deep deep deep. Put them on and now wearing Esmeralda's pants. Don't question it, it's fine. Deebity deep deep deep.
Fortune!
Fortune! I can also sell more stuff and get something else from Esmeralda now.
That you haven't been fighting those
Awful orcs.
I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Excuse me.
Don't you worry, lady.
The hunter returns. I hope
yeah,
you're here to shop.
I want to
rather
shop.
than
Yes,
sleuth.
yes, I do want to shop, you cheeky bitch. Leave me alone. Stop being so mean to me. Requires strength 6. 35 to 54. What's Tio rocking these days? 22 to 28. I mean, it's two-handed, so it doesn't really make any difference, does it? It does air damage. So I want to buy it, I think. But I also want to sell these glass rubies, sell this... No, not the inert stone. Silly boy. Sell this diamond, why not? Get some money off of you. Thanks, ta very much. Right, take my leave. Put the second ring on, so now I've got another perception point. +2 only for trap detection, but actually +1 and more movement. Yeah. And then I can give this to El Tio. And he has enough strength to be able to equip it, no problem. So there's his lightning rod staff. Shocking old spear of the doctor, which sets stunned 10% chance. Anyway, we're going off now. We're ready to go. So we can explore the back of her house now. Oh shit!
I assume you address me for a reason.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Jehan. Don't get upset with me. Why are you talking to me? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say hello. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna go this way now. Into the doctor's house, which is through this door. You can't see the door, but I know where it is. It's through here. This is where Evelyn is. This is Thelaron.
But
Hello.
if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh,
I see.
a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. But even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success.
Quite right.
Yeah?
What have you got for sale? Oh, you got a resurrection scroll. I want that.
So,
I had to use one.
more deserving of life.
What about Evelyn?
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
After all. Of course. So, Evelyn, what's happening? Oh dear.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
You want me to go out, do you? Well, you've got a resurrection scroll, so I need to buy it off you. Thank you. Now I've got 5 of them. Tell me about yourself.
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
Oh, yeah?
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but 1 healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it.
Right.
I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
You've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder case?
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me.
I see.
I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could.
Okay.
I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
What about your healing stone?
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loik by name, in
Loik.
the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh.
And what do you think about that?
I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded.
I'm sure you were.
But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Okay, I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris is a young boy whose life has just begun, and Stephen is a older man who was born without a family, an orphan. But I have to say to the young guy, he can live longer.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris
Quite.
it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Sorry, Stephen.
Thank
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning?
I didn't deserve this, but
I'm gonna take the inert stone, don't mind me. Let's speak to
I'm
Boris.
feeling
Hello.
stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given
What do you
me.
plan to do with your renewed life?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you, I'll see it all, do it all.
Okay.
And after I've climbed every mountain in Riverland and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll see you
Fair
around
enough.
then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
That's a fairly good reason to, you know, not die.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
What do you say, Stephen?
I'd say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Oh, my Matilda. What'll my sweet Matilda do?
I'm sorry about that.
Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll be snatched out from under you.
This is quite true.
Soothing a corpse's
But I am sorry.
mind.
I mean,
Can't have gotten
there's not a lot I can do about it now, but
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond.
I'm moving this out of the way. Fucking get out of the way, Chandelier.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of
Okay,
it.
well, I've sort of taken it, so...
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life.
That's a shame.
I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Oh, well, I'll find out.
What do you think
Oh,
you're
shit.
doing?
I didn't mean to do that. Took something and I didn't mean it. What did I take? I probably took something really worthless, like a fucking spoon or some shit. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
More than a few temptations accompany authority, no?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but
I didn't mean it. Well, I did mean it, but I didn't mean it when you saw me, so... Excuse me. I'll be back.
friend, I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
It's locked. Key to Thelorin's back room. Yeah, I gotta take it. Gotta take that.
I don't know what
I assume that Tio doesn't know I can turn invisible, and that's why he is okay with it. Like he thinks I'm like just gone. Joey goes away sometimes. I don't know where he goes, but he just sort of vanishes sometimes. Right, there's a doctor skill book. Doctor skill book cures weak, blind, mutant, infected, and grants 1 bullet within for 2 turns. It's good. And I identify blackjack. It's a one-handed weapon. It's no good for me.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones.
I can't backstab with it, I don't think. But I can put it on my other weapon, and it will be stronger than what I've got. Gives me 2% chance of critical with 200% damage. And 6 HP. Dual wielding damage penalty is 20%, but that's still 80% on each weapon. That's pretty good.
Farewell, friend.
Cloth bases we can identify. Telekinesis and lockpicking again. So I might as well give it to LTO because he has
Bidding you farewell, friend.
LTO. There you go. Now he has telekinesis and lockpicking too.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Why do I not really believe him? Sorry, friend. I do wish there was some way to help you, but unfortunately you're fucked.
There are enough stones for both of us.
She realized soon enough that a little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
What are you talking about?
What do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Let's talk about the patients Evelyn was attending to.
The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter.
Okay.
Well, I expect she'll be...
Alright, fair enough. Nothing to say about that specifically, or just sort of chilling? Whatever. Filter completed. I don't want to see the completed ones. Counselor's wife. Jake's wife Esmeralda says she didn't commit the murder, but we'd be fools to take her word for it. We better see if we can find some actual evidence that conclusively links her to her husband's death. We've discovered there are 4 possible people that might have shaken Jake's body. Mayor Cecil, Captain Orvius, Evelyn's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whatever the culprit is, we'd better start shaking in their boots. Okay. Well, I don't know if it matters if they see me do it, but I think I can just take shit. Yeah, I think I'm good. But it's better if I don't have people follow me around, because I could always walk into a room I'm not supposed to be in and get myself into trouble that way. However, for right now, I think it's okay. We just sort of wander around aimlessly. So anyway, where's Esmeralda's place? It's here. So we need to go to the back of Esmeralda's house, because we've got the key to the back door. Excuse me. Once we have the key to the back door, we can go inside the back and find some of that sweet conclusive evidence they talk about. As long as she doesn't see me doing it. Oh shit. Tio doesn't need to see that. Shh. Shh.
A book about setting up
The perfect crime. Yes.
Esmeralda has interesting taste in literature.
Oh. Oh. I need to upgrade my dexterity something fierce. I've lost like 3 90% rolls already. It's really quite bad. Oh, there's a chest in the inn that I can now open. I see. Interesting. There's a hidden key for a chest. This is probably this one. Flowers, cloth boots, and fly agaric mushroom. Okay. I want to wait for myself to be invisible again so I can steal all the plates and cups and painting. Without Tio seeing it. Tio doesn't need to know. Whatever Tio doesn't see doesn't hurt him, you know? My kleptomania is none of his concern. Of course, I'm not a kleptomaniac in real life, just in a video game. Stealing shit in real life sounds like a horrible idea and a great way to get thrown into prison. There we go. Right, take it. It'll still say I stole, but no one needs to know. Excellent. I have too much to carry again. I've gone a little bit overboard, but that's fine. If I get a weapon that I want to give weapon to Bear Daughter. There we go. I'm underweight again. Now let's go back to the inn because we have the key for that chest now. We were looking for a while. I failed again. I have 90% chance to get it, and I failed 4 times. Twice in this episode. 90% is a high percentage chance to keep failing. You know what I mean? It's bad. That's bad.
You're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what?
Okay, cool. Here's the chest. Let's open it. It's a note from the Duke of Favel.
In his defense, not much right.
Ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could
Farrell, talk to me, you little shit. I see a note here claiming you're going to murder someone.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I find the love letter you wrote to Esmeralda.
Which one? I've written Esmeralda more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
What do you know about Jake's murder, though?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
And tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Fair enough. I'll take my leave. I'll take my leave. You'll hear me say that a lot through this game. I'll take my leave. So we found a love letter. That's not the right way. This is the right way. Ding dong. Please get hasted. Good. Now I can run much quicker. As long as Esmeralda isn't literally right here. Because she can see you through the door, I think. If you try and open the door, she looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, here's the basement. Nothing wrong here. An iron key inside the Hawk's hole. Let's not go any further into detail than that, eh? The iron key unlocks the iron chest, or iron door, and inside the iron door is an iron chest. That's just a wooden chest. Learn to think about what you speak before you say, kids. It's important. What I mean to say is, there is a iron key and it opens the iron bars with a wooden chest inside. There's also a button here behind the ham.
Ah, so that's what that did.
Kleptomania can help you find things you want to see. I'm stealing all her shit. You don't need to know about it. Tio, pretend it didn't happen. It's fine. Pretend you never saw fuck all. A bloody dagger.
A bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
A zombie painting.
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Painting of a pig. And a ring, which is unidentified. Which we're going to steal. I mean, borrow. We're going to borrow it for the greater good, you know. Borrow it. Perception and poison resistance. I guess Tio can have that. Why not? He only has one ring. Okay. We're good. So we picked up a load of shit. We found a How to Get Away with Murder book. We found a bloody dagger. And now we're going to go question Esmeralda. For anything to do, really. As we're like, yo, what up with this, woman? You got any shit to tell me about this? Because this is looking pretty suspicious. Pretty suspicious, if I don't say so myself. Right.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Let's discuss your husband's
Listen,
murder.
If you're going to accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous...
This love letter seems kind of incriminating.
Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
I found your book about planning the perfect murder.
Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival.
What about this bloody knife?
Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife used by my late husband to cut meat. He did so love to cook, the dear. What'll you think of next?
I see.
Accusing me of bashing him over the head with a frying
We've found so much evidence against you, you better not confess.
But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound.
Right, okay.
People seem to want to believe I am guilty, so let me tell you something I've been keeping to myself. Perhaps it may yet lead to the truth.
Anyone who keeps evidence to themselves looks suspicious.
Over the last few months, Jake grew distant and dark somehow. Something in him changed. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he was no longer the gentleman he used to be.
Okay.
In fact, he scared me.
Interesting.
It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believed to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. Talk to this woman. There is more to her than meets the eye.
Alright.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name and practice rituals of blood.
What about Evelyn?
I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Syceal. How she made it past the undead without a legion escort, I'll never know. Though I can hazard an eerie guess. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply.
Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see what our quest log says. Healer's apprentice Evelyn is fast becoming our prime suspect in Councillor Jake's murder case. We should look into her affairs more closely. Healer's apprentice Evelyn... Oh, wait. Esmeralda remains adamant about her innocence, but our continued efforts have rattled her enough that she's now implicating Theleron's apprentice, Evelyn. Could Evelyn really be the dark cultist Esmeralda claims she is? Well, let's go ask. Fuck it. What do we got to lose? We ain't got now to lose, just might as well go ask her. Evelyn! Woohoo! Evelyn? Ooh, Evelyn's backpack. Let's have a look. It is a key. A key to Evelyn's house, which I stole from Theleron, apparently. Why is Evelyn's backpack a property?
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Where's Evelyn?
Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seventh name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure.
Where do you think she could have run off to?
I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map.
Thank you. I'll take my leave. It's here, by the way. You get experience for filling in all these little quest bits, so it's worth doing. Evelyn has disappeared. She must be involved in Jake's murder somehow. Why else would she flee? Dr. Theleron told us she left without a word and in a great hurry, so great a hurry, in fact, that she left behind a pouch in the doctor's ward. Well, we found something. Curious parchment and a letter from the conduit. A chest containing a reveal spell and a secure lockbox, which we can't open, but we might be able to find the key. Yeah, secure lockbox key. Looks like she's hidden it under the stairs or something. Lucky find! We get a cloth cap and a one-handed sword, or is that a two-handed sword? It's a one-handed sword. This cloth cap could be good. 2 initiative and unbreakable. Fair daughter, my love. You can have that. More initiative means she'll act faster in the turn queue. I think she acts first anyway, but she'll act even faster. Why am I overburdened again? Just barely, probably, yeah. Tio, you've got strength. You've got a crit burden for days. You might as well fucking keep the sheep. Keep that sheep. Right, let's go speak to Aureus and say, yo, we found out some juicy info. We're doing our job right. And I'm hoping to get a raise, you know. A little bit of compensation. The game's heard me complaining and now it isn't fucking me over with the 90% chances. I know your tricks, game. Okay, let's rock.
Sorry, sir.
Also, haste fast track only works on yourself. You can't aim it on someone else. There are certain haste moves you can get that affect anyone, but not fast track.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
What about it?
On the subject of Jake's corpse.
Stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Scythial. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has
Probably.
a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
Certain Evelyn's been mentioned.
She vanished into thin air, did she? Could she be behind this rotten business after all? Track her down, will you? That girl has some
In regards to Jake's wife Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
Thanks for that.
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's change the subject. I'd like to leave. I'm not going to implicate Esmeralda when she seemingly hasn't done it. Although the evidence doesn't look great. It doesn't look like she actually has anything to do with this, so I'm going to leave her out of it. And instead try and find where Evelyn went. So let's look to these letters of the conduit and all that stuff. Curious parchment. Reanimation serum. Boil the last mint sprouts of the season within a sludge made of 1 part crow's eye jelly to 4 parts sour holy water. Add the tear of a blind beetle and let stand for 2 moons. There are 2 hastily scribbled notes at the bottom of the parchment. The first reads, Crin Crabin Mortician, evening. The second reads, Esmeralda evening visit. Evelyn. T tells me the hour is nigh. The king will live again. When the stone is secured, I'll be unstoppable. Surely you've heard about my sister already. Gone forever. There is so little that stands in our way now. Redouble your devotion, for the rewards inconceivable. We shall meet again soon. Sign the conduit. Through blood her power flows. Through blood her triumph grows. We who seek this hidden place the conduit keep. We who dare to speak the spell the goddess fear. We who step through yonder gate the hunters hate. And it wouldn't have done anything. It's a reveal spell, so I need to read it in the right place and it will reveal where space is. But, unfortunately, no such luck. No such... My English is getting really bad. My tongue is so big in my mouth that I trip over it all the time, and it's just going... And it really fucking annoys me. Oh well. I'll get over it. We should keep going, because we have a lot of evidence to suggest that Evelyn is in fact the true culprit. We're nearly at an hour, so I'm going to do one more fight, if I can, and not die. And then move forward from there. I'm going to go this way, because I think there's a fight over here. I may well lose, by the way. So I'm going to quick save, real quick. What's the quick save option? I forget. Controls, quick save. Quick save's F5. Okay. Boop. Saving that game. And I'm hasted again. Nice. It won't take too long forever to level up. But it'll take a little while for now. Yeah, it's raining, dudes. What do you expect? I wonder if there are any encounters that are just not in normal mode at all. Like, new encounters you have no choice about. Because I know that there are encounters that, like, seemingly all the encounters I've had so far have added enemies to them. Which is fine. But I wonder if there are any encounters that just simply don't exist. So here's the zombie crew. Half-eaten zombie, half-eaten zombie, half-eaten zombie. And Rob zombie as well. Yeah, Rob. Rob the zombie. Rob zombie is a band. Hence why it's pretty interesting that they use that name. Okay, good. And let's move this way. Is that a spear that... No, it's a spear, isn't it? It's not a wand. Yeah. Thought it might be like a magical staff. It's not. These guys are all level 5, so they may be too strong for me. But I want to try. Okay, here we go. Engage! They actually healed more than they took damage because they were poisoned. But once they're poisoned, they can't be poisoned again. So we should be okay. May the 7 keep you. You bastards. Right. Have I got a fireball scroll? No, but I have a fireball grenade. Ooh. Oh. If this works, it'll hit all 4. If it doesn't work, I'll miss. Yeah, it hit 3 of them. That's okay. Burning is really good against zombies because they like to burn. Let's boost Tio up. No, let's boost... Yeah. Let's boost Tio because he'll be the one who's actually going to attack them when they get close enough to attack me. And I can also heal them as well. I forgot about that bit. Let's heal this one in the back, like that. He'll take damage. And we can electrocute the other one. So he'll be poisoned, stunned, and burning. So now he's taking poison damage, which heals him. But stunning damage and... No, burning damage, which hurts him. And he can't move to stop it. So he's dead. They're all moving out the fire very wisely. And this one's at full health, so we have to... Oh, there's 5. Okay. And another one just appeared. But the headless zombie actually isn't in any sort of way incapacitated. So that's not good. But those 2 are probably going to die from the burning eventually. So I might just ignore them. It's probably a bad idea, but... Oh well. I'm doing it. Is that one being healed as well? I forget. Well, that one's being healed now. We might be able to electrocute all 3 of these. No, but I stunned one of them. Okay. Fine. He's dead. This one's going to die from healing, Bob. So we should be good to just keep going. Who am I going to attack? This one. My will is strong, my aim is true. Guess we could try and freeze one of them, but it's not going to work. It'll probably set them to chilled. Set phasers to stun. Do-do-do. So I got poisoned and it really hurt. Like, really badly hurt. But this headless zombie is going to take a huge amount of pain from that shit. Now I need to move this way to avoid the headless zombies killing me. Oh, he's not poisoned anymore. So he's actually... Oh no, he's not actually healing. He's taking damage. Right. Let's kill the headless zombie. 44. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Can't hit you. But I can avoid shit. Can I teleport you? Yeah, I can teleport this zombie onto the other zombies and hurt them. Come on. Give me that. Give me it. Give me it. There we go. This should hurt him. Hopefully. It did. Okay. So they're all kind of there now. Tio is in a bad way, but I'm going to heal himself. Yeah, there we go. 57. Nice healing. So he's not going to die anytime soon. Unless I get very unlucky. I guess what I should do is try and attack some of these guys. No, not like that. You donkey. Oh, I'm hitting the tree. I'm hitting the tree right in front of me, so I couldn't actually do any damage. Oops. Nay, stop healing.
Little help here.
Fucking hell, they did loads of damage to me. Oh, more enemies are still spawning. Oh dear. I don't know that I can do anything about that. I'm gonna reload. But this isn't the end of it. I will find a fight I can win. But those guys are gonna keep spawning, so I need to have lots of fire stuff. Just more spells, basically. More fire spells will really kill them. And do good work. If I can go to the left and actually fight a fight, I might be able to win. Which would be nice. But yeah, this is like harder than any of the things I did in the normal mode. And that's good, because I kind of want the experience. I don't necessarily want to keep doing it until I get discouraged from playing, but it's okay. Because I can't edit, you can see me actually lose, which is also new and interesting for people who are interested in that kind of thing. Waterproof exoskeleton. So, waterproof means that they can't be set out. Basically, you can usually like douse this bomb, and if you douse the bomb, then they will not be able to. Let's do this fire arrow. If I, what am I trying to say? Yeah, you can douse the explosion, so they don't actually do anything. But with this, I actually can't. So I guess I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. But with a fire arrow, hopefully, if I can just thread the needle like that, I can just get him to explode. There, and he's dead. That still works. Exploding enemies just straight up does still work. There's another exoskeleton over here. He is not immune.
I bite deep, and I never let go.
Can I move out of the range without getting hit? Yeah, I can. Cool. As for our good friend Jahan, let's teleport the skeleton way the fuck out the way. Just get him completely out the way so that we can do whatever we want with this nice swordsman. There you go. Get smacked.
May the 13 winds pulverize you.
Okay. I can't actually move forward to attack him because I'm not close enough. But next turn I will. These guys all have to leave and run around. They have no other choice. They can heal each other. But if they want to come straight forward to attack me, they have to go through the fire. They have no choice. If this bomb goes through the explosion, he'll die. That guy died because he went through the fire. Have I got another fire arrow? Yeah, I do. Okay, another fire arrow for you. They're dead. Set some more fire on the ground. So this archer really can't just go anywhere near me. He's probably completely out of commission, but at least a little bit. Right. Didn't stun him, but that's okay. I did some damage. As for you, you're going to get blitz bolted. Maybe this will damage him more. So we're going to kill him. He's dead. Or at least he's stunned. And now I get to smack him a bit. Gio's our main damage dealer by far. There you go, he's dead. Sweet. So this archer's probably going to actually hit us. But this one just can't without going through the fire. Or running all the way around the edge. 55% chance to hit is not very good. I'm going to want to increase that as soon as possible. Basically by making myself have more bow skill, you increase your chance to hit. Dexterity also increases your chance to hit. And dexterity is a bow user's main skill anyway. So it doesn't matter. Let's use just our staff, if I can. Only costs 3, and I can go quite far, so... Doink! El Tío. Let's move straight the way... Oh, can I not get far enough? Probably not. No, I can. El Tío. Oh, shit! Both our leaders died and we got killed. I don't know what the hell exploded me, but it wasn't great. I must have went through a poison cloud or a bit of fire or something. Because either way, it did like 200 damage to both of my party members. And that's a good thing to know. If our heroes die, even if these two are alive, it doesn't matter. We lose anyway. But yeah, that's a rude awakening. Very much so. Whoops. That's what we call in the business a boneheaded move. So now I've got to play longer to get this done. I will get it done. I will fight these guys and I will win. In fact, I could do with getting a little bit closer to them, but... Okay. Well, sorry about that. I do apologise for the sheer idiocy. Let's shoot the arrow and kill this guy again. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. I can get close enough to do it. I did it last time. I think that'll work. Yep. He's dead. Right. Lacerate this guy. The strategy pretty much almost worked. I just fucked up at the end.
Time for some fancy footwork.
What about Tio? El Tio. Guess I could knock these two down if it would have worked, but it didn't work, so fuck me, I guess. That's a lot of damage, though. I guess I'll teleport this one away this time. And actually hurt the archer this time as well. With my teleportation. There you go, killed him. These guys simply can't do anything. They need to run towards us through the right-hand side, which they're going to do. He's going to run straight through the fire. Oh no, he can actually hit me. Okay. 11 damage. Whatever. He's going to make himself an avatar of fire, which reduces burning. But, alas, I don't really care. He exploded himself and his mate anyway. They aren't necessarily the most intelligent. We'll say that. Sometimes they're fairly silly, let's say. You're dead. And now we can move a bit further, so the archer has to come a bit closer. And Jahan can move forward a bit, so I can actually attack next turn. This guy's going to move closer, this guy's going to walk through the fire, which is good for me. That's a stun arrow. Oh no, it's not, it's a piercing arrow. Right. Let's shoot these two, because it can't miss.
This arrow seeks more than one target.
And hit you, hopefully. 50% is still really, really bad. Let's turn invisible. And actually, I don't want to turn invisible if I'm going to shock them both, but fuck it. Because if I shock them both, I'll lose invisibility. Oh well. Also, it doesn't keep me stun locked. It's these things. They're corpses. I went through the corpses and exploded myself. No wonder. Okay, I understand now. At least I understand what I did wrong. Because I was kind of confused as to what the fuck was going on. I went through the corpses. I thought they were just like shards of something. They aren't. They're corpses that explode. And I went through them and just like blew myself up. Like a twat. It happens. Let's move this way. Can I shoot you from here? No, these corpses are kind of in the way too. It's annoying. I haven't got enough AP to shoot. But I do have enough AP to stab these guys. Stab, stab. Tio can't really get close enough to actually hit them. But I can run in and start doing some damage next time. Right, I can shoot you this time, I'm sure. Maybe if I can just like thread the needle a bit. Oh, there was one there that looked like it was good. There. There we go. Threaded the needle, and now I can shoot you to kill him. Hopefully. There we go. Whew, well, sorry about that, but I did get the job done eventually. Oh god, if you're going to set yourself on fire, don't do that. Don't do that. Fucking party members, please. I need to cast a rain. So I need Jahan to do that. Rain will get rid of this fire. Even though it's already raining, this is like super rain.
Back on my feet again.
And we'll remove the fire, like I said. Almost entirely. This chest is like a trick. Trick I won't fall for, because I'm not a twat. Well, it's a trick I already know. That's why I didn't fall for it. If it was new, I probably would have fell for it. But yeah, that is where we're going to be drawing the line here. We need to go this way anyway, because we need to find out where Evelyn went, and we don't know. So she could be anywhere on this world map, which is fairly large. So we need to go and explore that. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.